Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karis. If this is your first time of seeing my face and coming across my video on here, I talk about self-help, self-development, everything, live life on a budget, lifestyle videos, and all vlogs. Most times you're going to get to see it. So I'm sure you've already seen the title of this video. I just wanted to come on here and just document my life, talk about it because I know that it has been stuck up in my brain. I don't have anybody. I don't. I don't have. Should I say I don't have anybody to talk to about it? I don't know. The thing is, most times, most people don't understand what you're feeling, what you're going through, because it has not happened to them. I lost my dad 9 months ago, so this is 9 months. Yeah, this month. I lost him in August 2025, and that was the most devastated. That was the most shocking thing that has happened to me in my life. My father was my best friend. My mom's still my best friend too. My father was my best friend to the extent that I could talk to my dad about every and anything. And whilst I was with my dad, I witnessed my dad pass in my very before. And to think I was pregnant that period, a whole lot of people thought I was going to give birth or I was going to go into labor that period, but I knew my father would not want it. He wouldn't have approved of it. I was strong, thanks be to God. And yeah, it happened. I saw my father pass in my very before I was standing by him. I regret not making memories with my father because every memory of him now is stuck up in my head. I don't want to cry in this video. I just want to say what I want to say and move on. Yeah. I regret not making memories with my dad. I regret not filming a lot of things. Yeah, I I got married in 2020. I left home, stayed on my own. When I was even pregnant with my first child, my father was very excited. He came for my child's naming ceremony and everything. See, my father was that man that you could, even my husband says it, your father was a good man. My father was a good man. I'm just thankful to God that my father made restitution with a whole lot of people before his passing. It was not easy. That man was in so much pain. I have never seen somebody feel like I always hear people say, oh, somebody's in pain, but I had never seen somebody feel so much pain like how my father felt that pain. Because I remember there was a day because I went with my daughter to go see him because I knew he had been sick since 2024. We've been going in and out of the hospital. But that August 2025, after my child vacated, I said, oh, yeah, let's go see grandpa. And we went to see him. We were supposed to stay a week there. A week a week turned into a month because he passed. We needed to plan his burial. For the first time, I planned someone's burial. I was shocked to think I didn't cry all through when my dad passed. I did the first day he passed, but I didn't feel like he passed. I felt he was sleeping till we got to the morgue and they confirmed him dead, like it was brought in dead. That's when I cried. I fell to my knees and I cried. Like I literally sat beside my father and I was looking at him because where they live, the road is very bumpy, and my father is one person that you are driving in here, he will just call you and be like, "Why are you doing this? Can't you drive slowly?" But there was my dad, not saying anything, not speaking up. We're in a hurry. We're just even the person that was driving was shaking. The car was just going boo 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 boo, and my dad was just there like, yeah. I'm just going to advise you if you have your parents alive, please try as much as possible to create memories with them, be by them, be by their side, because you never know when they are going to leave. Yeah, my my dad was ill. Nigeria's healthcare system is trash. People say it. I never believed till it happened to me. My dad was sick. My dad had done like 5 surgeries on him. They had done five, they had conducted 5 surgeries on the man. They had been going for dialysis over and over and over. Everything was just coming up. They are done with one surgery and they are finding out something else is wrong with him. There was kidney failure, there was anything. And I'm sorry, at that time, I wish I could just give him one of my kidney and being as realistic as possible. But I was pregnant at the same time, so there was no way I was going to help him. I watched my father feel helpless. My father that was very fleshy, my dad became a skeleton. Like I could see my dad's bones from his hands. My dad couldn't move. My dad couldn't eat. I remember the last like days before I traveled, my dad requested for a whole lot of things that he has not eaten in a while. And I got scared. I was like, what if this is his last supper? And indeed, it was his last supper. Like, I got to meet my dad. My dad was really excited to see me. And it was like, where are the things you brought? Where are the things you brought? And I was like, calm down, relax. Not knowing the man had already seen himself leaving. He just wanted to he just wanted to have all those things. Nigeria's healthcare system failed him a whole lot. Because from one dialysis to the other, they are discovering that something is happening, something is wrong. Oh God, I'm just all over the place. I just felt like saying it. That's one of the reasons I had not been here after I posted my Becoming Her series. I always wanted to talk about it, but I was not in that headspace. Grief is just something else. If you've not experienced grief, thank God for your life because you don't know what you have. I have a friend that now she's like her dad is also gone. She doesn't even have any parents anymore because her mom passed on like years ago, and now the dad has gone. See, the thing I pray for every day, now that my father has passed, I don't even want anything to happen to my mom. I don't have the luxury of money that I wish I had to take care of that woman. But hey, you, nothing's going to happen to that woman. Oh. Grief is just else entirely. Like I miss my dad. Like there's some days now I want to say things I can't say. Now everything about illness triggers me. I was seeing a movie yesterday on YouTube here. Monica, I think. Yeah. I was seeing the movie yesterday and where the part where they took the dad to the hospital and found that his kidney was failing. I see normally me, I don't know how to cry for movies. I do not cry. But I cried my eyes out yesterday because I just I felt everything the man was going through. That was what my father felt. That was what my father was going through. Like my father was a shadow of himself. You guys, my father was not the man I used to know. See, let me tell you, even in my marriage, I remember then that I could always call my dad and tell you, oh, yo, this was happening. Oh, dad, please give me money. I want to start up this. And even if I don't start it, my father is going to be like, I know you're not going to start that business. I just need you just wanted to collect money. And it was cool with it. So there's nobody for me to talk to anymore. There's nobody for me to call and say, oh, this is what is happening in my life. I gave birth. My dad was not there. I said I was not going to cry. God help me. I gave birth. My dad was not there. It wasn't even at my naming ceremony, my child's naming ceremony. My mom was very, like, God bless that woman. At a point, she went inside. She cried because 4 years before now, we're all in my house celebrating the birth of my daughter, and my dad was here. My dad named her everything, but now, oof, Now he's not here, and I miss him every day. Please, hmm, if you have the means to take any of your family member out of this country for healthcare, please do, because Nigeria is going to fail you. Nigeria is going to happen to you. Yeah, Nigeria happens to people in different ways. It doesn't have to be what's happening now. Even the healthcare system will fail you. And Nigeria has happened to me. It happened to my dad last year. My dad never used to fall sick. I'm telling you guys, my dad was a strong man. But over the years, things happened. But I'm just grateful to God that he was able to make restitution. My father was an evangelist. My father was a proud lover of Christ, like he could tell you. And I was happy that even on his sick bed, my father was still preaching the gospel. So he had the megaphone that he keeps outside of the house, and with his shaky voice, you can hardly, like, you could hardly hear what my father was saying at the time when he was still alive. But with that same voice, my father would still preach the gospel till he passed. What manner of strength is that? I still can't believe it. Whew. Anyways, I just came on here to tell you guys what has been happening to me, why I have been away, because I promised myself I was going to show up here consistently, but that was what happened. Well, I'm happy and I pray that he's in a better place with God, because I could feel like then my father would tell me he didn't know how long it was going to, like, how long that pain was going to last. When was it going to stop? Like, I remember the day, there was a Wednesday, because it passed on a Sunday. So I remember, see, I can't forget. First of all, I don't forget dates in my life. But right now, this is going to be very difficult for me to forget. So the Wednesday before the Sunday he passed, he called me, we're talking, and the next thing he goes, I don't even know when this pain is going to end. I am tired. I acted like a macho woman that was like, don't worry, you're gonna be fine. I turned back and I started crying because I have never seen my father in such a helpless state before. Like I said, my father hardly falls sick. You are not seeing my father laying on the bed. No, my father gets up, but that was the first time in my life seeing my father weak. He couldn't walk. You had to help him work. You had to help him stand. You had to feed him. I literally felt my father fed my father, and it felt like I was feeding my child again. And I was like, "What?" My father couldn't finish food that you give to him. He just eats a little and he's tired. He would wake up in the morning and he's like, "Ah, why is everywhere bright?" We didn't understand what he was saying. I was like, "It's not bright now. Everywhere is closed." He was already seeing the lights. The day my father passed, he was just in a hurry to go to his room because they came back from the hospital that night. He Early hours in the morning, middle of the night, and he was just in a hurry to go to his room. And he was breathing somehow. My mom was asking, I was like, maybe because the hospital, the drugs and everything, the thing they did on him, maybe that's why he's breathing that way, not knowing man was about to leave. Like, I literally watched my father take his last breath. Oh God. But I am grateful that he knew God, he loved God, he made restitution with everybody. He still was able to preach about God till he passed. Yo, when you lose a loved one, your whole life just crumbles, because that's the stage I'm with. I'm still in denial that my dad is no more, but then again, he's actually no more. There are a lot of things we're doing now that my father would have done effortlessly. Now I have to do a whole lot of things. I have to make calls. I'm calling my mom every day to make sure she's fine. She's not thinking about it. But there's no how she won't think about it. Even I myself, I think about it every day. Talk more of the person that was married to him. To him. I make sure I call her every day. I'm not joking. I call her every blessed day to make sure she's fine. I'm calling, I'm asking, they're calling me, asking, oh, what is this? We're filling documents here and there. And I'm like, when did all this start? I've been one child that not only me, even my siblings rather, we've been children that we never get to fill any kind of form. I don't know how to fill forms. My father does it up until when I got married. My dad still filled forms for me. There are some things even in my marriage that I did, my dad was still filling the forms. Like I didn't know most of these things because my father was an available father that was there to do all these things for us. So now moving from like switching to redoing it, even most times, because most times my mom is the one doing it, she's the only one there. My sibling still goes to see her and help her out. It's really difficult. Like a lot of things are happening fast. Uncles from my paternal side are just oof. I don't even want to talk about those people. I pray God is just going to bless everybody and reward everybody according to their own coin, because this life is when you are going to know that you have uncles that could actually help you, but no, they are not taking any form of responsibility. But yeah, I'm grateful to God that my dad was able to instill a whole lot of things in us, a whole lot of knowledge, still tells us how to do things even on his dying bed. Anyways, so I am now fatherless. I do not have a father, but thank God I still have my mom. I'm here to just beg you. If you have a parent, or if you have both parents that are still alive, try to create memories with them. I don't have any memory of my father, like physically, like that I could go through. Just a few of his pictures. But every memory I have just lives in my head now. And there's sometimes I just want to go through it and I'm like, ha ha ha. The only thing I do is look at my child's 1 year birthday album and the naming ceremony album, and I see him and I smile. That's the only thing that I can get to see. I'm just waiting. When my mom comes, I'm just going to take a whole lot of pictures and videos with her. I do not care what moment. I'm just going to do that. So please, if you have any parents alive, see them. Even as little as a text message, a call will go a long way. Anyways, I've been yapping too much. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys the updates and why I've been away. Anyways, please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to my channel, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video.